everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Scandal Panel. And the three of us are here. I'm AJ.
I'm Ernest.
I'm John.
As you can see, Stephen is not here with us because he's pretty busy at the moment, but we missed him and we hope to see him back next episode. So meanwhile, are you guys ready to be scandalized? Okay. So meanwhile, as you can see right now, we're all wearing yellow in honor of John, the Yellow Fellow. Yay! This is to brighten up the days and to brighten up the weekends. You know, some of us are going through long hectic days. I just finished a very full days of recording yesterday. I'm really tired, but I'm just still looking forward to chatting with you guys because this is always one of the days that I really look forward to. So if all of you are watching this right now, be sure to subscribe and be sure to support us. Give us a like and comment what you want to hear from us, and we're more than happy to share this on our panel. All right, now we want to do something very different. This time we want to move on to this segment called Know Your Scandal Panel, and I'm going to leave this to Ernest.
That's my section. Okay, so we are calling it Know Your Scandals. We are all different scandals, right? So, okay, it's a segment where I would ask a question and each of my dear friends would answer it, all right? To get to know each of them better, because we really treasure our friendship. And, we want to be as honest as possible and we want to be as open as possible. All right. Mm-hmm. So for today, the first question is, what scares you?
Lizards and all reptiles.
Scare you.
All reptiles.
All reptiles, as in snakes.
Yep.
Lizards.
Yep.
Okay.
House lizards. Chameleons.
I think you guys already know. I already talked about it last episode. I'm trypophobic.
Oh, okay. Do explain for the audience, please. What does it mean?
Swiss cheese, golf balls. So
you don't like
the beeswax, you know?
So you don't like, is it any shape that's all together, or is it just circles?
A cluster of circles, like a cluster of eyeballs, and it gets to me.
So it's good that you can show an example of what it's like, right? During, you can just put out there. Yeah.
Spiders, right? Those spiders, they carry their eggs on their bodies.
Yeah.
So that really creeps
great
me
that
out.
People, understand, what it is. Like, yes. Okay, for me, what scares me is, strangely, what scares me is betrayal.
Wow, that's deep. Okay.
Because it's the worst thing that could ever happen to anyone. So, you guys out there, tell us what scares you. Okay, let us know what scares you. And of course, if there's any question you want us to answer, to know more about the scandals, do write down in the comment section. All right? Yay. Next week is probably what's your favorite color, I think. Okay.
All right. Okay, so I do understand, Ernest, betrayal can be a very, very big thing to you. I mean, as I think I can feel it, that betrayal actually gets to all of us. I think who doesn't like to be betrayed? Even this thing has also happened a lot, especially in right now social media. People are not right now are so full of writing hate message and trolling. And trolling can be such a very, very terrible thing. It's just like recently I actually experienced some, very minor issue going on with social media is from this random person whom I hardly knows. He added me as friends on Facebook. And literally I questioned, I say, do we know each other? And he said that, we have a lot of mutual friends between us, so that consider me as a mutual friend. Can we be friends? Sounds like a very typical grinder one-liner. So it's okay. So I finally, accepted him, and that's about it. So, I didn't really go much into it until recently I shared a photo on Facebook about my new haircut. I mean, if you guys like it, please let me know in the comments below. And and the first thing that this person who actually commented was, too much filters. And I'm like, what do you mean by too much filters? So I actually PM'd him and I said that, is this necessary? And I said that you could have been a little bit more polite. And, you know, if you have any issues, please address me in person rather than write this kind of insensitive comment. And his first reaction, like where he told me, oh, you're just much too sensitive. Okay, life is too short for this kind of social media stuff. You got better things to do with your life. And I'm like, excuse me? How about it if I were to write that on your post and said, and how would you feel about that? And you know what he did? He did actually try to open up a portal or Pandora's box by trying to say, I'm going to write this on the post and collect feedback and suggestion that whether what you did or wrong. And he did. So when I saw it, I was a bit taken aback because it's like, oh, I have this friend, you know, whom I commented of using Photoshop as a photographer. I have these issues about people using filters or Photoshop their faces. As a photographer, you want everything to be natural and stuff like that. So, and he sent me a barrage of messages, which I read the post, I was taken aback. And I actually wrote to him as asking politely. And I said that, what do you mean by barrage of messages? I was just trying to like remind you politely that I am actually not comfortable with that comment. The things that I'm not making a big deal out of it, but you could have been more sensitive, and he calls me oversensitive. So, and I think that this is the same person who actually posted on a group page that we all know, which I will not mention, that he posts pictures of Olympic athletes and start criticizing on their bodies and said, oh, these are the dad bods and stuff like that. And I'm like, what the hell? So what? Dad bods? You mean like those with dad bods are not allowed to compete, or are what? They're not competitive enough, or they're not pro enough, or they couldn't win the game? Well, let's see a dad bod would trash some guy with washboard abs, and let's see how it goes. So that's my point. So, well, his so-called followers, Ernest or his friend, and said, well, this friend of yours is very, very overly sensitive. And I said, what kind of friend? And I actually put down on this comment, what kind of friend? Have you met this person in life? Have you ever met up with him? So what kind of friend he is? And he got the audacity to actually edit his post and say, bracket, I do not know this person very well. The audacity and the double standards of it all. And of course, for that, I've threaded him and I blocked him. So if you're watching this, please exercise kindness and be kind to one another, because a little insensitive comment doesn't get you anywhere. That's about it. And I want to hear what you guys think about this. I mean, nowadays, I feel that so many people of us use filters on our Instagram posts. Mm-hmm. Are you going to throw one stone at 10,000 people? My sister used filters. My mom also used filters. Who doesn't want to look good in front of their social media? Is that an issue? Like, if you, that person is a photographer and he had the audacity and the double standards to say that, you know, you can't use filters. I'm sorry. I mean, I had to bitch about it because I feel that, you know, if he feel that he deserved to have a platform to air out his grievances, I feel that this is my platform. I will do whatever I want. Right, guys? So I want to hear your thoughts about it.
Okay. For me, my whole idea about social media is, it's your social media, do whatever you want. Nobody has a right to tell you what to write and all that. Exactly. You know, therefore, even for my artwork, as you know, people have complained about it and I've been put in Facebook jail about it. You know, you can't stop that. So sensitivities of people you cannot control. You know, there's the don't like, move on. Don't like, don't watch. Yeah. Don't like, don't read. Yeah. It is the very weird sense that I have to put my likes and dislikes on another person.
Exactly.
Which is very strange.
And why does Facebook only have likes? There's no dislike.
For Facebook, right? Yeah.
Instagram doesn't have a dislike button. They only have a heart shape. Only YouTube has a dislike, you know? So in the end, whether you dislike this video or not, we don't care. But
and because of him, I'm going to do this. So, you know, is it so wrong to use filters? I mean, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's wrong with filters?
Eddie, you know what the crazy part is that, oh, men have lines, no issue.
Men have lines, no issue.
Yeah, lines, no issue. I mean, you don't have to be beautiful. imperfections are beautiful.
No,
It's
that's
okay
his
to have
taste.
lines.
Fine,
I'm like,
that's his
excuse me,
taste.
are you going to criticize that if I have no wrinkle on my face? Are you going to criticize me for that? I mean, how dare you? Like, are you going to criticize every young chap over there who doesn't have lines on his face? Like, I smile. Do I have
No.
lines? Yeah, maybe a few lines here and there, but
Okay.
what's the big deal?
Honestly, AJ, I'm amazed at you. For me, I don't like straightaway block.
Yeah.
You are so good, you even have time to confront him. Because to me, it's your website. Yeah. If they want to be like that. Because you can imagine what they have typed about my nude models and my artwork and all that.
Yeah.
Right? Block straight away. Yeah.
I know.
You don't like it, go. See, because being in the arts, again, don't like it, move on.
Exactly.
We don't expect you to like everything.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who still don't like Titanic. There's still people who don't like Star Wars. There are people, you know what I mean? No, nothing can please everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Nothing can please everyone. You know, and if you want, then have your own world. Have your own likes and dislikes, you know.
Of course.
Don't
Yeah.
be
I think it's just a waste of time because I felt that, by reaching out to him, I thought I could have educated him. Because I do have people who actually address me like through PMs and said that, like recently I posted a group picture and I have a friend who actually messaged me, hey, AJ, I just want you to be very careful because like the post that you post, right, there are people who are out there are trolling you because of the fact that you will actually find fault just because you're taking pictures in a group where actually everybody's supposed to be masked and social distancing from each other. Instead, I have been pointed out on my Facebook before. So while I appreciate the comment, and I actually wrote back and said, thank you for your reply because I appreciate your and this is the kind of positive, constructive feedback that I should have. And I
talking about masks. Okay.
And therefore, as I say, thank you for reminding because in that's the case, right, I will have to put a disclaimer because there are people out there who are not educated or people who are still not aware of the news because the rules are always changing all the time, right? I mean, guys, the rules are always changing. So when will you be unmasked? When will you be in groups? And they say that as for now, basically right now the rule is that those social gathering should not be more than 5. So in this case, I have to explain that because that group photo that I was in the production. So depends on whether your working environment whatsoever. If let's say if you're in a performing event or let's say you're in for religious, group gatherings, right? In a group, you can allow to have like 10 or more unmasked. Obviously, if they are fully vaccinated and they have gone for the official ART antigen testing. So that's the reason why we want to encourage everyone out there, please get vaccinated. Okay, this is not like a preaching. We're not trying to enforce our ideology. I mean, we have a right, you have the right to respect our opinion as much as we have the right to respect your opinion. But as far as you can, do it for yourself and do it for your loved ones. Because at the end of the day, I would like to hug my loved ones. I would like to go near them and put my arms around the person and say, I care about you. Instead of I have to do, I'm so tired of fist bumps. I'm so sorry. Maybe fisting is for some people, but I don't like to fist bump people.
I said, if I see another one of this thing, I'm going to wet the face.
Uppercut.
Yeah, uppercut. Bam! I'm going to wet the face. And why do I have chocolate sauce on my hand?
You're a chocolate queen, right?
Yeah, chocolate sauce.
Oh.
Ew.
Lick it off, lick it out.
I cannot. Can you reach? Cannot. Yeah. So basically, my domain, you know what? You don't like it, move on.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk about anything. There's some people just showing their apps every other picture. No, every picture. I'm sorry. It's not even every other picture.
I think this is one thing about general. I would like to say that, social media is just there. I mean, if you don't really have anything nice to say,
don't say anything.
Don't say it. I don't. No. But then there are monsters. There are keyboard. That's why there are keyboard warriors, because they are out there to for YouTube. They are out there to dislike everything. For all this, they are Facebook. They are there to just put negative comments. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything I see, because I'm on different things like movie groups, perfume groups, I'm looking for people who like certain things, and suddenly because it's public, we don't do anything nasty. It's very open.
Right.
And suddenly from the nice, there'll be an idiot. There will be an idiot. And we came to like, and you realize that idiots normally, I don't know about yours, but the idiots normally don't put face pics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, right, this idiot obviously has a face pic, but looking at himself, I'm like, wow, what right does he have to criticize other people?
No, and the thing is that you don't even know whether the face pic is real.
Well, apparently he has a photography website, and he looks like he's in his 50s. And I'm like, and why are you criticizing Olympic athletes of having a dad bod? Don't you have one yourself? And obviously I have like random comments on his post, daddy, heart, daddy, heart. So I believe those people are daddy chasers.
No, they're just people that
confirm.
Just
I mean, I have no issues about that, but just that, stop trolling on mine. I didn't troll on yours. Stop trolling on my social media. That's about it. I mean, I don't care if you say something funny or, if you take it out of context like a joke, I can always sense it. But things like saying too much filters, it's like, come on. It's like as if you say that the person is not beautiful enough. Do I look as if I got filters? No.
Okay, would you have made it?
Yeah. So
would you have been feeling the same way if he put too much filters? ... Ha 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 ha.
He did put sorry.
Yeah.
Like he did put capital letters, too much filters, LOL. But in the end, it's like it's still. Yeah, you may try to put an LOL at the end, but still, it's definitely a sarcasm. It's a bitchy, sarcastic remark. You know that.
Yeah,
you know that it's a passive aggressive tone.
And the thing is
why
that
would you want to put that?
You don't know him, right?
I don't even know him. Yeah, that's the thing. We've never met in person. So, and I've seen like pictures of friends. Of course, I won't say who, but they have literally filtered their face to the certain extent you can't even recognize their eyes. Their nose are so narrow. Literally, you feel that it's like I really want to have a heart to tell the person personally, like, you got to lay low. But it's just that it's so difficult because I know it's very difficult to get called out. I know that because it's hard, but I just do not know how to break this news to him. But again, it's like
I mean, okay, talking about that now, then have you ever experienced the other extreme one where the people are having these filters, the China ones, where it's totally changing your whole face? Where the eyes are 3 times
especially
bigger.
TikTok videos.
Where the eyes are 3 times bigger and then
they look like manga characters.
Longer and all that. We should try that. We should try that and really see how we look like,
Exactly. That's what I did. I posted on my Facebook story, right? My Instagram story. I say, this is how I look like when I get up. No filter. I put hashtag no filter. So suck it, bitch.
I want to try those filters. How is it available? Anyone out there?
It's available on TikTok. Just go to TikTok.
Besides TikTok?
There's many photo manipulation apps or something like that.
It's crazy where, basically they make everyone look like aliens. But people are actually using it for Facebook pictures and all that. Yeah, seriously.
And then there's anime ones that make you...
No. There's one that it's just basically look like weird-looking humans. And then I remember there was this case in Singapore where a massage and beauty spa, they did it for all the girls, all the therapists, and they all look the same.
Wow.
Yeah, they all look the same. Yeah. Okay. That's very interesting. And then they've got this small head and big body filter also, right?
But there's also one that has
there's a very big trend
eyes kind of thing.
The small, the big eyes.
The big eyes.
And everything is, and it's with natural, approach eyelashes, the big eyelashes. And then after that, they'll slim down and then the neck is very thin and then I don't know, they've got this thing about the head is very small and then the body is very big.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
This is what I call the shade.
I think it's for a laugh, like.
I think we should all, for this guy, we should all put on filters.
Yeah.
And yeah, we should all take a picture.
Unfortunately, I have blocked him. So
Oh,
you guys
okay.
will have the honors to do whatever you want. But I do believe that he's your friend, Ernest.
Huh?
So
I know him.
he's on your friends list. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
But
then I would know
I will
because
tell
I
you.
am
I will
on my
share with
friends
you.
list. I'm very particular who I know. You know, all the foreigners are usually my models, and yeah, I know.
Apparently, he's your friend. So
Okay,
I can type it on the
after
chat.
we will talk after this.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll
So
talk after this.
scandal.
Okay. Oh, Jonathan, nice filter of the glasses. Oh no, it's not. All right. Jonathan, quick choose.
Mine is natural yellow filter, 24/7.
Where's your filter? Quick. We're waiting for you. Then you can
See,
join
I have
all
a
of
yellow
us.
filter. Look,
Yeah.
nice daisies, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. So the thing is that leave them alone, whatever you want to do. And there's a proper way of saying things. I always say you can say anything. I mean, being in retail, you can say anything, but there's a right way and wrong way to say it.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
You can always be very constructive, but you got to know when it's like, look, see, I'm very pretty over here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, it's out of
Okay, I'm very bad at this. I don't know how to do all those things.
No. See, I'm a Mary Sue.
Yeah, nice. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In honor of this person, the rest of a video will be done like this.
Oh my god.
Hey, come on, John, do it.
I'm trying. I don't know what's. It's not working.
I'm Nina Bonina Bonanza, Osama Bin Laden Brown.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're going to dedicate this segment to the person that I've blocked. If you're watching this, this is for you. This is what filters looks like.
And Jonathan has a natural filter.
Yes, his yellow glasses.
Yes, his yellow glasses. All right, now let's go to our weekly Drag Race thing update.
All right, so you guys have actually watched Drag Race episode 10, am I right?
10,
and basically the game within the game actually finally happened. So, wow. So what do you guys think of it so far? The SmackDown.
Firstly, if you join RuPaul's Drag Race, you should know all these things crop up. So every time when they're told of this, why are they so angry? You should know because everyone knows about the game within a game. Remember, they were told when they came in, and they know there are going to be surprises.
Yeah.
Why aren't they?
Especially Trinity K. Bonet. She was
what
the hell? What's going on? Like,
because don't forget, just because they're there is one thing. But if they were kicked out, you think they won this?
Oh.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And of course, some people didn't take up the offer. So it's still your choice whether you want to do it or not.
And we all know who that is. So in case if you haven't watched it, spoilery alert, Akira Davenport decided not to participate because obviously she has issues. Maybe she doesn't feel that she wants to be up against her sister Silky from season 11. So but
and basically it's very tiring.
It does.
Take it from a X something, but it's very tiring. All right. So maybe they're just very tired.
And so we all know basically this was done week after week after week. So right now we all know that Silky Nutmeg Ganache has literally gone all the way. I mean, she literally slayed this episode.
It was the Ganesh hour.
Absolutely. And she definitely got the redemption that she deserved after all that she's been pulling herself back. But I
nothing
think
is
people having issues. Like some people are saying that, she's at first the stunts was pretty cute and she's pulling out the props. But then after that, it's like it just gets a bit exhausting after a while. I mean, do you agree with that? Like, do you think it's too gimmicky, or do you think that she
gimmicky
really
is one thing? It became very messy.
Yes.
Regardless, you still have to be clean and showy. Then, because she is trying her best to smuggle the prop in, so it became very messy after that.
Right.
Especially
but the messy parts actually came about when at the very last part when she was up against Eureka, and that was where her zipper got stuck, and obviously she couldn't pull out
I have a feedback on that.
Yeah.
You notice that every one of the lip syncs happened the week after, because I started to go back and catch to see when the lip sync started. So the very first one, which was Cha versus Jiggly, it was actually week 3. So they actually had a week of rest before they did it.
Right.
And then the one with Jiggly versus Silky was week 4, and so on and so forth. So until the very last one, actually, Silky had just lip sync against Pandora. And immediately thereafter, Silky had to go against Eureka.
Yeah.
So I think because there was no sort of like rest in between, and also Eureka had to quickly change into her lip sync attire.
Yeah.
Which made the very last lip sync, which was Eureka versus Silky.
So do you think it's actually a riggery? Do you think it's a riggery in Eureka's favor? I don't know.
I think it wasn't a riggery so much because they had to quickly finish it, because the following week, the person who survived the game within the game had to come back. So they couldn't like possibly do it a week later.
Right.
Because they needed the person to the final survivor to come back immediately the week after.
Right.
So I felt that there was a bit of a poor planning. Yeah, and also I felt that I felt that maybe it was a case of like what Ernest said, too many props already. People became like very tired after a while. Yeah. Even when Trixie was covering it with Denali, they were also saying that after a while, right, the props became very tiring.
It does.
It's like you can't expect it already.
Exactly.
Okay. Who did you like, in the sense that who do you think you would have?
I really thought Jen was so good.
Yeah,
I really thought that. I was thinking that when I do not know what's going on, but it's like when they award I don't know, it's just for the riggery of the show, or just want to give Silky that winning streak so that she'll feel better about, after all, she has been going through so much. She's not been getting booked. She has not booked any jobs on all the terrible things that has been said against social media. Again, that's the reason why social media can be such a terrible thing at times. It's that it really makes or breaks a career. So to all of you out there who's watching this, please exercise kindness. It pays to be kind, and you don't have to spend a single cent. That's about it.
Yeah. But I have something to bring up as well. People who have been watching, queens who have been watching like past All Stars, right, would know that there is going to be a lip sync. And if you look at season 3 with Bendelacram, Shangela, and everyone, winners tend to have a lip sync, and there's a cash tip to it. So going into this, right, I find that it's very strange. Why is it that only Silky came with all the props? All the other queens did not come with any props or any costume change or anything like that. Shouldn't they already have prepared like costumes that if they were going to win, that they were going to be lip syncing against a lip sync assassin, then they should come with something that is like wow enough to win the lip sync, right? But I find that all of them, the costumes are very like just beautiful costumes. There's no like gag or anything like that.
And how come she had so many costumes to do all the lip sync challenges? Don't forget,
because you have to prepare. You have to prepare
but it's all for lip sync challenge. You know what I mean? It's like you have to prepare, but she had a lot, it's like she expected to. The lip sync challenges is more than the episodes that she's supposed to do.
No, but every episode there will be a chance for you to win, and if you win, there will be a lip sync against a lip sync assassin. So you have to be prepared for all those lip syncs.
Was there a half-half?
I don't know. Maybe she could have recycled those costumes from supposedly.
Don't forget, she did it because of the way Barbie Girl had the man's voice and then the woman's voice. Okay. But I must say, I also liked Yara, Sophia's, and Scarlett Envy's one. Scarlett was so beautiful.
Scarlett was very beautiful.
Oh, Scarlett was
Scarlett
impeccable.
was so beautiful, no?
Yeah.
Correct.
And then she brought out the flag.
Yeah, and then Yara Sofia also. She
Yeah.
was very good actually.
And she brought out all the spaghetti stripes.
So I don't know. Yeah, I didn't think that, that one was very good.
So speaking of which, do you think that the winning streak for Dr. Reverend Silky Ganache? Let me say. So do you think that the Dr. Reverend Silky Nutmeg Ganache winning streak is gonna last? Because we all know that there's a cliffhanger up against Eureka.
Actually,
so
both were very messy. Both were very messy.
I think she tripped at the end. She literally tripped at the end.
Because the clothes that she was supposed to do a review or something like that actually kind of got stuck, and it was
actually, to be honest, even if she did manage to reveal herself, that look wasn't really that fantastic also underneath.
Yeah, it was not very polished.
If I'm not mistaken, Eureka did it straight after her
elimination. Yeah.
So sad, right?
Yeah. She didn't even have time to
think. Yeah, she didn't even have time to think about it. So she probably didn't have time to process it.
Wow.
So imagine like that song was also kind of like really, really felt for her. Like especially since you've been gone, it was like she wanted to dedicate this to mother. And I just kind of felt like, was it really meant for Eureka to kind of like pull it all stars, because she was very emotional about this. Yeah. And so do you think that Eureka will win, or Silky will able to pull it through to the next round?
I think Eureka by the hair
of a chinny.
I liked Eureka. And I've always liked Eureka even during the show.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, she's loudmouth. I mean, some people find her a bit turned offish, but I always kind of like that she's very candid. She's always in your face, and she will say it out as it is. And if you don't like her for what she is, then you got to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
She'll call you out, but she always meant it with a good heart. So I guess there's some people who just probably don't sit well with her. And then obviously, but I do actually hope that, Eureka will made it through, because personally, I feel that she has done so well throughout the whole competition. So imagine just losing out to Silky, who is, we all know that her drag is not the most polished of all, but she already get the recognition.
Yeah.
So, whether she makes it to the final 4 or the final 5, it's probably a little bit apprehensive, and I think Eureka deserves to go back, because I think she has really worked so hard. Her drag has always been very impeccable.
Okay, I don't know why. Okay, yes, a lot of people say, I want to win and all that. It's like, I don't want to be safe, but it takes an effort to be safe,
Yes.
That you're not in the bottom, I don't know why they all discard at being, I'm always safe all the time. Hey, hello, not so easy to be safe all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think sometimes they are not grateful that, you are safe. And I've seen other drag races where when they say you are safe, so relieved.
And you know that
they're very relieved.
Jen always had this nickname, right? Jen's streak, the safe streak.
The safe streak. No, but it's not easy to be safe. You rather be safe or always at the bottom, right? So why you complaining about being safe? I don't understand why you complaining about being safe. Because if you are safe, after a while, then when people are gone, then you have the space to then go up.
Yeah. Speaking of safe, right? So we all know that right now, the phase 2 heightened alert, it's over, and we are all safe to go out, literally. So how do
only
you
if you're vaccinated?
Yeah.
I start to realize a lot of my friends are not vaccinated, and it has to be vaccinated 2 weeks, then you can eat, right?
Exactly.
So there's those scanners where you scan, and then they'll show whether you.
Okay. Now that there's all the debunk about how the vaccine works, like first they say, you can't get, then now it's been proven you still can get, and all that. And then what's been happening, how now, if you have the vaccine, is for your job and privileges.
Yeah.
It's no more about health.
Well, in a way, it still is a little
No,
bit about health.
because if they are so into the goodness of the vaccine, again, what is the difference between now in Singapore, not worldwide now, in Singapore, what is the difference between having been vaccinated and not vaccinated? It's the privileges.
Yeah.
Because if it's on health, those who are vaccinated need to wear masks. If it's for health. But now,
True, because you can still catch it.
Okay.
Even if you vaccinated, you can still catch it.
Yeah.
You have to wear
No, but the thing is that it's like saying if you have the flu jab, you still live in a bubble. We get all these vaccinators so we can live a normal life.
Okay.
Because they cannot guarantee you won't get, right?
Yeah.
It's the same. They want to compare it to flu jab.
And apparently, right now they say that if you are going to go to travel, then you have to take the third jab, or rather, call it the booster jab.
So again, now everything links to privileges.
Yeah.
It's no more about health.
And it's the very fact that because this is to also prevent like people who do not want to get vaccinated, there are actually a lot of risk, and they are the deadly carriers actually.
I think what Ernest is saying about the health thing, I won't say that it's not about health. I would say that because we've been preaching this health message to a very long time already, and still it's not getting through to some people. So for those people that we preach and preach and preach about the health benefits, and it's not getting through, so we have to go through the next level, which is benefits.
Benefits.
What Ernest said, people who want to earn the benefits, they want to have freebies, they want to have whatever benefits that are out there for vaccinated people. So so the health message is not kicking through to them. So this is the next thing that will get through to them.
Yes.
I also think the health message is not getting to them also because they are contradicting themselves a lot of times, because vaccines are always changing. From one, suddenly it affects the heart, suddenly you can be vaccinated, get it, and die. So don't even tell me that the symptoms is less, because what does less mean? If I have my symptoms and my mother got my symptoms, she would die.
Right now, they already have events whereby you can be maskless in group settings. So it's like it's easing its way down.
But then isn't it scary? No, the irony is that
scary.
when I was in UK, once you're in a group setting, you have to wear a mask. If you're outside and you have some open air, you don't have the mask. To me, I find that more sense than in a group setting you don't wear a mask.
Yeah.
Makes
That's
sense?
stupid, isn't it? And like in America, it's like if you're outdoors, you don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Indoors,
outdoors, you don't have to wear a mask.
I'm like,
but they
what
check
nonsense is this?
every time you go indoors, you have to wear a mask because you are nearer people.
Well, they have a higher death rate there,
They have a bigger population there too, So
but the only situation is that over here in Singapore, it's like we are out in public. I mean, then we have to wear a mask, whether we are traveling on public transport or in a shopping mall, public area, which is fine. If you're in an indoor area, like you're in the office or something like that, in an office environment, or you're like at home, or you're in a classroom or something, it's okay to not to wear a mask. But obviously, you still have to comply with the rules of like 30 or less. Then you're allowed to go maskless. And I'm very surprised at like what Ernest has also mentioned about the issues about why are schools allowing children who are unvaccinated to go to school. I don't understand.
Yeah. So very left hand, right hand. And okay, since we're talking about this, what do you think about the 6-week sentence for the British guy because he didn't wear a mask?
Well, we should talk about the Karen who...
No. Wait, Christian, the Karen is Singaporean or...
Singaporean, yeah. And
Why do some people say she's foreigner? if you're Singaporean, you should know what you cannot do in the court. I mean,
apparently she was a
she has
full-time
mental health
national.
issues also, right? Her dad was saying that she's not herself.
How does the dad come into picture? Was it?
There was a report about how compassionate we should be towards these lawbreakers, because there was a recent report saying that the one on the MRT with the racial slurs and the Karen who refuses to wear a mask, their families actually came forward sharing that they have mental health issues, so that is the reason why they were behaving the way they are.
Okay, stop. Okay, take it from someone. Honestly, are all of us normal? You tell me that.
True.
Are all of us, you know what I'm trying to say?
What
is normal? Okay, and honestly, I have issues. All right, I totally have issues. If your issues don't hurt other people, if your issues don't break the law, if your issues don't show you as a fucking asshole, then what? There is a difference.
Yes, there is a difference.
Who honestly, who is totally sane nowadays? Who is totally normal and sane? You tell me? Any one of you that deemed to be totally normal and sane, please comment below. You know?
Look at the US politicians.
Yeah.
Are any of them sane?
But there is a line. If your sanity hurts people, breaks the law, there is a difference.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But the odd thing is that she's not committed. Because to the point if up to your lack of sanity is hurting people, then you should be actually committed. And
it's up to the law. So the law should know it's what the law is doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's what the law is doing. As I said, everyone who doesn't get angry, but if you get angry and shout at the judge, then you better be, who hasn't had temper tantrums before, correct? Right.
Oh, look who's joined us at the very last minute. Hey, Stephen is back! Yay! And he's decided to watch. What are you wearing? Oh, you're wearing some yellow? Are you wearing yellow? Looks orange to me.
Stephen is colorblind.
Hi, I'm back. Guess who's back in the house?
Okay.
Who's back in the house?
Okay, Stephen, since you're here, we started with this column called Know Your Scandals, where every week I will ask a question and honestly, all of us will answer it. Yeah. So that our audience will get to know us better, right? So today's question is, what scares you?
You know, what scares me is not like irrational fears like these or phobias. What scares me is really people, actually. People scares me. I feel that...
people. What maybe?
Well, I love hanging out with you guys, and over Zoom.
So sweet.
Over Zoom. That's a persuasive factor. No, I mean, of course, I hung out with everyone, and you guys are lovely people to be around with, you know how RuPaul says that she is an introvert masquerading as an extrovert? Yeah, I feel that I'm very much like that, more outgoing, to be more extroverted, to make friends, and find friends with values and interests in common. Yeah, that I started to kind of put myself out there more and start to express myself in public more. Yeah,
and speaking of stars, right? Speaking of stars, I think we have a up and coming star in our midst, and he's none other than Joshua Simon, who just recently released a single on Spotify. We Are Done.
Oh, I heard the single. I heard it. It's a beautiful song, actually. Yeah, I love dance music.
And actually reached #1 on the party chart. So congratulations, Joshua.
Congratulations, Joshua.
And you can always buy his single out there, which is released on iTunes and Apple iTunes, and obviously on Spotify. So do show your support for local talents. we're always there for you. As always, we love you, Joshua, and we hope to see you all the best and perform your butt out there. All right, that being said, we've come to the end of our show, and we'd like to thank you all for watching us. We hope to see you next week. And if you have any questions you'd like us to share, don't forget to put down your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe.
And click like.
And share the video with all your friends.
And comment.
All right, we'll see you then. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.